yeah. Hey, Tama. Oh, yeah. Hey, Tama.
Good evening, Falcons fans. My name is Patrick Seals, and welcome to the NFL Week 6 Mix-Up. It is Thursday evening, man. I know I've been dreading doing this recap video for a while because it's been a rough week for the Falcons. It's been a rough week just for the Falcons, organization, you're going to see why. It's been a rough week. So we're going to start off with Thursday night game that took place. The Colts and the Broncos, where the Colts won 12-9 in overtime, which has to be considered one of the most boringest games in NFL history. Matt Ryan had 2 interceptions, 6 sacks, and he had a QBR passer rating of 20.3. This is one of the most boringest games that the NFL has ever put on. Nobody scored a touchdown. It was 7 field goals kicked. Matt Ryan didn't score a touchdown. He threw 2 interceptions. He got sacked 6 times. Just a boring game. Russell Wilson is coming out looking very mid and poor, and he's not cooking. He's not cooking at all. So the Steelers took on the Bills, where the Bills beat the brakes off the Steelers 38-3. And Josh Allen was coming in as my NFL Offensive Player of the Week. He came in a close second. He had 20 completions for 31 attempts. He had 424 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. And of course, he had 5 carries for 42 yards. He was averaging 8.4 yards a carry. Again, Josh Allen came in second close. He ran the ball. He had 8.4 yards carrying, running the ball. He had 4 touchdowns, and the one blemish he had is an interception was enough to keep him out of the NFL Offensive Player of the Week for me. Chargers took on the Browns, where the Chargers won 30-28. Austin Eckler had 16 carries for 173 yards. He was averaging 10.8 yards a carry, and he had a touchdown. Mike Williams had 10 receptions and 134 yards, man. Austin Eckler, he went off on the Cleveland Browns. He was averaging 10.8 yards a carry, man. I wish he played for the Atlanta Falcons. The Bears took on the Vikings, where the Vikings won 29-22. Justin Jefferson had 12 receptions for 154 yards. Justin Fields looking very mid, man. He's making me happy that the Atlanta Falcons didn't waste the first-round draft pick on him. And he is not looking like the quarterback that he was when he was in Ohio, man. So let's just go ahead and keep that in our minds. The Lions took on the Patriots, where the Patriots won 29-0. They shut out the Lions, where Raheem Stevenson had 25 carries for 161 yards. He was averaging 6.4 yards a carry. And Jacoby Myers had 7 receptions for 111 yards receiving and a touchdown. The Patriots blanked the Lions. They get back in the win column after losing Mac Jones for a significant amount of time. There's no telling how long he's going to be out, but he will miss some time. Now, on to the sad news. The Saints beat the Seahawks 39-32, where Tyson Hill, which is my Offensive Player of the Week, unfortunately, quarterback / gadget player Tyson Hill had 9 carries for 112 yards rushing. He was averaging 12.4 yards a carry and 3 touchdowns. And he is my Offensive Player of the Week because he had 3 touchdowns more than anything. And of course, he had 9 carries. So he was scoring the touchdown on 1/3 of his carries, which is very efficient for the New Orleans Saints and Tyson Hill. So Tyson Hill is my Offensive Player of the Week, and I hate him so much, along with the rest of that organization that I hate so much. So Tyson Hill, congratulations to you and your trashy team for being the NFL Offensive Player of the Week for Patrick Seals. So the Dolphins took on the Jets, where the Jets won 40-17. Breece Hall had 2 receptions for 100 yards. The Dolphins are like a completely different team without Tua. Of course, Tua is out with a concussion, and hopefully that young man is able to walk and play football again. The Titans took on the Commodores, where the Titans won 21-17. Derrick Henry had 28 carries for 102 yards. He was averaging 3.6 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry slowly getting back to his old MVP self. He's trucking fools and making them look pathetic out there. The Texans took on the Jaguars, where the Texans won 13-6. Damian Pierce had 26 carries for 99 yards. He was averaging 3.8 yards a carry and a touchdown. The Giants took on the Packers in the early 9 o'clock London game, where Daniel Jones had 21 completions for 27 attempts and 217 yards. The Giants are off to a 4-1 start, and who could have predicted that? The 49ers took on the Panthers, where the 49ers won 37-15. Jeff Wilson Jr. had 17 carries for 120 yards, 7.1 yards a carry, and a touchdown. Of course, the 49ers take on the Falcons this coming week, where we're going to find out how the Falcons do against these 49ers. But the 49ers, they have a very, very strong defense, and their defense is ranked number 2 overall in the NFL. Now, on to some more sad news. The Cowboys took on the Rams, where the Cowboys won 22-10, where the Cowboys defense is my NFL defensive unit of the week. I hate saying that. I hate saying that so bad because I can hear the Cowboys fans now. We're going back to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. Cowboys in the Super Bowl. The Cowboys defense had 5 sacks, they had an interception, and they got 2 fumbles. The Cowboys defense did a tremendous job shutting down the Super Bowl defending champions, the LA Rams. Man, I hate giving the Cowboys any type of credit, but their defense did their job. Oh my God, I hate the Cowboys. The Eagles took on the Cardinals where the Eagles won 20-17. Jalen Hurts had 26 completions for 36 attempts. He had 239 yards passing. We also had 15 carries for 61 yards. He was averaging 4.1 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. Of course, the Eagles are the only undefeated team right now in the NFL. When they play the Cowboys this coming Sunday night game, it's going to be a very interesting matchup that I'm looking forward to, and I hope the Eagles will shut up the Cowboys. We won't have to hear from the Cowboys for at least the next week. The Bengals took on the Ravens, where the Ravens won 19-17. The Ravens defense only allowed 190 yards passing, and they had 3 sacks and an interception. The Ravens defense has always been tremendous. The Ravens defense is stout, and they're a formidable defense for any offensive unit. The Raiders took on the Chiefs, where the Chiefs won 30-29. Pat Mahomes had 29 completions, 47 attempts. He had 292 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Of course, Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes, man. He got the same type of call that Tom Brady got. It was a roughing the passer, unnecessary roughness call, which really wasn't, but they still won though. So that was the NFL Week 5 wrap up for y'all. Y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know how your team did this week, man. It is October. My birthday's coming up, so get ready to celebrate my birthday. I'm Patrick Sears, man. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Adios, amigos.